Hey, gang. How are you tonight?
So far, so good.
We're still standing.
Still
Sitting.
standing.
Yes.
That's all.
Nobody's
That's all you
dead.
can say to that. Others, we gotta pay. We gotta pay
In this
royalties.
campaign.
It's the dropout.tv
I
20-second
gotta get my dice.
cutoff rule.
Well, last we left off, we are missing a couple players tonight, and one of them might show up a little bit later. We'll see. I have not seen hide nor hair of them yet. One of them we knew was not going to be here today. So we are down August.
We're
and
not
Edward.
telling any of you which ones they are because that's a lot more fun. See, and then you ruined it.
Shush. It was too late. I'd said it by the time you started.
You did. You did. Hopefully, I talked over you enough to make it be hilarious.
Probably not, as it is coming from my computer. But I was gonna say, we're down 2 players. Last time we left off, everybody had just met the crew of the Legacy. There were some frogs gallivanting about. Morrigan was discussing payment options and things of that nature. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
I didn't come into this with a plan. I came into this with hopes.
it's just hopes and plans. Well, as Mr. DeLacy has stressed towards Briar, or more of politely urged, he should probably start to head back to the clinic, now that there's a portal plan on the ship, so he'd be able to reassure Ziv that there's a to and fro plan. And I think he's a bit
And you
anxious
had,
to
you had also gotten a job offer to work on the ship if you so chose, because they're down a doctor at this point.
correct. So
I think that might have been August hopping in.
I think you're
I
right.
think so yeah, I think Briar is going to find or approach Lakey to state, I'm thinking about going back to the clinic fairly soon. Do you want to do once I don't think we got a straight answer on if we're actually going ASAP or not. If we have to save up first and then go.
So that's what Morrigan is discussing.
Right.
Which unfortunately we don't have Morrigan today.
So I suppose a more efficient thing, but that's also assuming that if Lakey would like to set a portal, follow Briar to the clinic to set up the other half, and then just get back to the ship that way. It could be a discussion he could bring up.
I think Mel is a little distracted at the moment.
Like he's looking around at everything and had no idea that Briar was actually talking to him and not just talking out loud.
That's valid. I was describing the conversation, not actually committing to it. So Briar will approach Lakey officially. What is he doing currently?
Probably looking around at the ship to see where the best place to put a portal is. But not actively investigating, just kind of like standing there looking around.
Pre-planning. He's pre-planning.
Pre-planning, yes. So how are you faring, Mr. Lakey?
As good as I was about 10 minutes ago when we last spoke. Are you feeling okay?
Not particularly. I think I'm just anxious today. Just that I'd like to get back to the clinic as soon as possible, but I thought to let you know. I know Morgan is in deep talks with the captain and such. I just didn't want to seem like I disappeared unjustly. Just I'm trying to work on my communication skills.
Understood. You are checking in to let one of us know that you would like to go back to the clinic.
That's right. Yeah.
Very good. Let me speak with the first mate or perhaps their quartermaster and to find a place to leave the portal, and I will join you to route the other end there.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
But it's okay. I mean, it could be worse. It's not like you're wanted for treason or anything. And like he gives Briar a wink and then goes off to talk to the first mate.
Okay, the first mate is still in conversation with Morrigan. It looks like they're just hashing out numbers, what expectations are, that sort of thing.
I would like to look for whoever in the crew is watching us the most intently.
Okay. Wait, you
16.
specifically or your whole party?
Whole party. Like the guy who's doing the same thing that Lakey was just doing. Or
Okay.
person.
So there was a gentleman before, I believe it was Oren, who kind of introduced the whole crew to you. He seems to be watching your party the most at this current moment. He just kind of seems like he's hyper aware of kind of everything going on. More or less, he's kind of in tune with the change that you guys represent to them.
Okay. Then is he around?
Yeah, I mean everybody's still on deck. Nobody really left because you guys just met them.
Then
so they're all still
then
kind of assembled.
I would love to approach him. Mr. Orn, if you have a moment.
Of course. And he kind of steps to the side around the crew members and comes over to talk to you. He's quite a bit shorter than you by like maybe 1.5 feet. So 4.5-ish feet tall. But definitely animaloid of some variety.
one mate is engaged and your captain is also off preparing. You seemed to be the one most aware of the happenings on the ship, as far as I can tell.
Mhm.
And to that end, I would like to offer to place a portal, regardless of our current negotiation. Of course, until I needed another place, in which case I will send word ahead of time. But wherever the best place to place a portal would be, and also to let you know that the other side of said portal would land in a clinic in a fairly decent section of town, far enough away from the docks where if you needed supplies or any of those sorts of things, you would be more than welcome. I would be happy to pop through and bring people to spend some time on shore up in that district.
Yes, we do
Regardless,
have a wizard as well. He also provides some of that. He has a booth rented in downtown because, as you know, the portal laws and whatnot. Um, so it's also always a good idea wherever you're keeping port to leave a portal in case of an emergency. So often we are able to pop through those portals as well. But I'm sure that we can probably set up a portal either in one of the vacant cabins, or we can make one of the cabins vacant if one of the crew members has moved in. As those are usually reserved for guests, we could make one available to you so it would be secure.
of course. And I wanted to offer if anyone needed in the interim before we set off to get out and perhaps stretch their legs or go and see the doctor for any sort of preventative care. He is a friend of ours. We would be happy to. He also keeps very interesting hours, so if any of your night watch needs to get out and about.
Yes, very much so. All right. Well,
Excellent.
thank you. Why don't we see to finding you a room to leave your portal in, one of the cabins, perhaps.
Fantastic.
And
Thank you,
he
sir.
takes you down to the lower deck. There seems to be another one below that as well, where there's about 8 cabins. Um, it looks like a few of them, the doors are left open, and then a few of them are closed, indicating perhaps that someone is already staying in those.
Okay.
He takes you to, I guess, the furthest one from the staircase, and says, "Here, you could set up your portal here."
Excellent.
Would that be acceptable?
That's fantastic. Whatever's out of your way. I don't want to cause any sort of interruption with the way you run things, as we are temporary here, and this is your home
We're
and
all
work.
all along together on the adventure. That is, it tends to be the way.
This is the way.
Understood. And Lakey, roots his portal and thanks Orin, and heads back up.
Okay. Your portal automatically connects back to. Uh, did you leave it in the warehouse, or did you leave it in Philip's house?
I have not dropped a new portal since the escape. This is side 1 of Untethered.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you'd maybe set one up previously.
No, I was Mina.
Okay.
Mina,
Cool,
do a
cool,
help.
cool. Mina, do a help. But yes, so you now have a freestanding portal that's just sitting there. It hasn't linked to anything, so it's just basically a vacant door frame, more or less, of magic. Would you prefer that we lock the door, or should we just leave this open?
No, it should be fine. If you have need of anything before I get a chance to connect it, please send a message. Or if you would like us to bring anything back, again, a message, please, by all means.
Of course. We'll have our magician send you a message if that's the case.
Absolutely. Whatever we can do to help facilitate this adventure to make it better for all of us, we're happy to do.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you. I look forward to helping with your endeavor. This
Lakey
man
just
is awkward and very serious and not sure what to say at this point.
handshake, slight bow over it, very officious air, goes back upstairs.
He seems absolutely relieved and shakes your hand immediately. Yeah, he follows you back upstairs, where everybody else is still hanging out. Anybody else wanna say anything? Talk to anybody?
Yes, because Lacey was more drawn to Orin, so when he left, he's kind of like, I'll wait. But he'd asked to like be shown around the ship because he's never been on one in any capacity, and he doesn't know what stuff is or where it is, and he'd like to not get lost or be in the way.
Okay. And you're gonna ask Orin to do that, or do you wanna ask somebody else since Orin is occupied?
uh, yeah. Let me. I actually wrote down everybody. Let me see.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry, if I'm taking too long, feel free to jump to somebody else while I make a decision. I'm
No,
being
you're
slow
fine.
at it today for some
Unless
reason.
somebody else wanted to do anything in particular.
What was the wizard's name? Trapezoid or rhombus?
Isosceles.
Possibly.
Isosceles.
It was
Amazing.
a geometry term. I was close.
Is this
We
the
love
new
a geometry
buttermilk?
game.
Is
Ruby.
this the new buttermilk?
Yes, that's the new. Yeah.
Yes, let's do.
I don't know if that's the
Yes.
angle
The
you all want to
wizard.
take.
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
love
the
you
wizard's
so
full
much.
name is Isosceles Fire Rose. So he's
Oh,
cute with Boss. Thrilled to see another frog because there's not a lot of frogs this far north. Yeah. He has turned back to his regular red. He's still got all the spots in the same spot. It doesn't really change like where spots are or like the coloring. It just kind of hue shifts. So you know, like when you change a photo, like you can do like a color shift on the options. You can make your faces like fuchsia, but it still kind of keeps the same general like range of colors. It's done that to him. So he's just red instead of blue or I believe we had him. Oh, what was the color before? Was it green? We had him a couple different colors last time.
Yeah. Oh, I
He's
thought he
been-
started out blue.
I thought I started out blue too.
He started out blue, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm normally another color." But he is supposed to be red, so
Oh,
his
okay,
regular
that's right.
color is red. But he's got a magic ring that makes him
Gotcha.
change colors. So
That's so
I
cool.
do remember that because that was really cool.
That was really cool.
totally wasn't
but-
me forgetting what color the character was at all before saying it out loud. Nope, not at all.
Nah, wouldn't dream.
I just make a lot of blue characters, okay?
Blue's a great color.
Blue is a good color.
It was my
Ah,
first favorite color for many years of my life.
Yeah. But
Agreed.
did you want to talk to somebody else? To Lacey?
Is the rabbit folk Darshan still up in the crow's nest, or has he descended?
No,
In the time of,
everybody's
like,
down on deck. He's still with you.
Okay.
What's that? Do you want me to
He'd
try?
actually approach Darshan and be like, I gotta hop into character here and a little scatterbrain today.
It's because it's a rabbit.
Hopefully this
person,
cat
ain't
lands
it?
on his feet. No, it's because
Oh,
this cat does not land
confirmation.
on his fucking feet. I would approach Darshan and say, pardon me, sir. You're Mr. Avrelli. I saw you up in the crow's nest earlier. Am I correct?
Yes, you did.
Fantastic. If it's not too much of a bother, I ain't never been on a big ship like this before. Could I steal some of your time to show me around the place? I was in conversation with your crewmate Orin over there, but he's been taken by other matters.
Oh, yeah, I can walk you around. That should be fine.
I'm much obliged.
Did you want to did you want to bring any of your friends or just you?
I don't know why in my head, like behind Lacey, it's just the scene from Community, I think it was. He's like, I could ask him. I think towards the party, he would just do a quick holler of, anybody want to come explore the ship with me? Mr. Avrelli here has been nice enough to say he'd show me around. Anybody?
You absolutely see this kid who looks like he's like early 20s, probably like 21-ish. Kind of shrink a little bit, being put on the spot.
Oh, blaze him.
Lacey's kind of thinking no one's really going to answer him. They're going to be too distracted with whatever they're up to right now.
I think maybe Boss is like arm linked with Isosceles and then raises his free hand and goes, "We'll go."
He's kind of waiting for anybody else to hop on that, and he goes, just a pair of little ones.
Anyone else to hop on that?
I gotta admit, like, I'm a cat. I do kind of wonder how you got all the way up there. There is a tug.
I
Cat wants to be high up.
because I have hands and feet.
Is that easy? There's no like, don't hop on that part of the rig, it's too weak. There's no like methodology to it. It's just go.
I mean, you shouldn't really walk on rigging so much. It's not generally terribly stable.
Remember when I said I don't know boats? I don't know ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you see why I'm reaching out to you for help.
Yes, please don't walk on the rigging. You will fall. I know cats land on their feet, but that's a long way to fall. I do not recommend it. We also don't have a ship's doctor right now. Not a good plan. I've seen people fall that far. It's not a good thing to do.
Not every cat lands on their feet either. I wouldn't go banking on it.
Good to know. But yes, let me show you around. I'm sorry. I'm Darshan again. What was your name?
Oh, that's Mr. DeLacy at your service, and he extends his hand to a handshake.
He takes it. You notice his hands are very, very huge, more so than Lakey's are.
Okay. He notes it, and he's not gonna like comment on it because that could just be like there's a little more.
You've probably seen people who are mixed between a couple of different races before, for sure.
Yeah. Just notices it, doesn't comment on it.
Yeah. And he starts walking around. He first leads you to a door that's on deck. And this is the captain's quarters. Obviously, we're not going to go in. He has lovely quarters, but it is his prerogative to show you if that is what he would like to do. I'm sure he probably will. He likes showing it off, trophies and whatnot. And then, of course, this is the deck where most of the sailing takes place, and then we'll go downstairs. He leads you downstairs where you probably see Lakey and Oren at the far end of the hallway. And on this floor are our cabins, as well as our ship's guns. We have, I believe it's 16. We don't often have to use them, but it is in case of pirates. Typically, most of the time we get left alone.
Is 15 about average for a ship this size, or are you going a little heavy-handed or a little light-handed?
Typically, it's about right. There are some ships that go as large as 32 or 64. But we are only 16, and like I said, we don't use them as regularly. We do keep them clean just in case, but typically,
of course,
they get left alone.
Of course, luck favors the prepared.
If we Yes, and then if we continue downstairs, he takes you down another flight of stairs, and you see that there is a kind of a gallery set up, as well as a bunch of like you see basically like slats of wood with pieces of fabric between it that looks like it's been pushed into a corner. And he says this is the galley, and then at night it also becomes crew sleeping quarters. Sometimes we'll use the guest room if no one has taken a bed in a while, but typically we are relegated down here for sleeping. And some people prefer a cot
Oh, I
to a bed,
see.
so it just comes down to price. When
Oh, of course,
available.
of course.
We also have the
Oh,
surgeon's office here, but again, we don't have a doctor right now, so we don't have.
mhm.
Some of us have some basic skills, but past that doesn't get
Understand. He in his head is like on a swivel, kind of taken in everything. He's doing that thing where he like maps out the new environment he's going to be in for a long period of time
hmm
to just like get that mental map at least started.
And that's the basics more or less. Did you have any questions? You two,
Oh,
three.
these are
Isosceles, you have you shouldn't have any questions, Isosceles. Isosceles says, "Well, what if I do have a question?" And Darshan just kind of gives him this deep sigh and a look of "I'm too tired for this."
so he's got to give him a look of I am so sorry I brought this on you. That look of. So these would be the main areas that will be I don't want to say according to, but the ones we'd be the most accessible to in our voyage with y'all. Correct?
Yes, of course.
Understood. That was what I mainly wanted to explore anyway. Again,
Yeah,
have
all
not been
of
on
these
a ship this
areas
large.
are considered common areas. Obviously, you want to be careful around the cannons in case of a storm, especially they might roll. Um,
Of course.
but the galley is always open to you. You're also always welcome to be up on deck, especially if you're helping to do regular sailing procedures and whatnot.
As much as I would love to be of assistance, I'm a bit of a landlubber. If you don't mind me stumbling, I will try
Oh,
to learn my way around.
I mean, we were all new once. I'm sure you'll find your sea legs once we uh get out to sea.
I hope they're easy to find. The last thing I want to be is an encumbrance
I
to your
mean, I'm
crew.
sure. No, I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'm sure you're better than Sage, who had never seen an ocean before she got out to sea, and then didn't understand what an ocean was. Being from the Underdark, where there aren't any oceans or stars or anything of that nature, she got rather overwhelmed.
I can imagine that would be jarring. I did sail once to come from. Wait, hold on a second. I'm trying to remember if the lazy like sailed at any point, or if he just came over by land to get from his hometown to Starlight City, and I
No,
don't
it
remember.
would have been land and rivers, if anything.
All right, scratch that. He goes, well, if you don't mind a little patience as I stumble my way into learning, I would happily learn how to help with the sailing aspect. I can't just sit idle.
Well, we'll be happy to have an extra hand. What is your profession?
I'm a spy by profession.
Oh,
Brief stint someplace else, but a spy.
I see. You and Visira, I guess. It doesn't really come into play very much in sailing, but I'm sure we can figure something that you can help with. I'm sure.
And well, every skill is worth having. You may not be an expert at it, but it's worth it to know a little bit. I've found.
Yeah, I agree.
I won't keep you any longer from your duties. So,
She-
boss, you got any questions for our new friend?
Is there a kitchen on board?
Yes,
Or do we
it's
bring
down
food
here
to
on the bottom
people?
floor.
Oh, I have to be right back for about 15 minutes unattended, if you'll excuse me. He's joking. He's not going to raid the kitchen.
Oh, okay. This kid is like, I don't know what's happening right now.
DeLacy leans in and is like,
And he
I
says, well,
don't know. Sometimes he just says shit.
oh, okay. Your rabbit friend, is he from around here?
You mean Mr. Quickstep?
I didn't know
Wait,
his name,
hold on.
but I assume.
To be frank with you, I'm not 100% sure. We ain't known each other terribly long.
Oh, okay. We should maybe
An
get back up to the
acquaintance.
next thing. I see.
Of course.
And he starts leading you back up to the main deck, back out into the sunlight.
It feels so good on my fur. It's so nice.
Boss has a lemon in his hand, but his hands are behind his back, and you don't know if that's the lemon he did have or if it's a new lemon that he swiped from the kitchen.
Lacey has learned it's usually best not to ask when it comes to boss just doing things, so he's not gonna ask. It's not even gonna linger along his brain, because like the longer I think on it, the more of an accessory to whatever you've committed I become. So she kind of like sees him walk in, and is like, I'm not touching that. The 10-foot pole.
Oh, no.
After a minute, the first mate seems to wrap up her conversation with Morrigan and walks over to address the rest of the group, releasing Morrigan back into your care. I'm just saying Morrigan's back with you because obviously Morrigan's not here.
Mhm.
And she says, wonderful, we've worked out an arrangement. I think it would be best if we get underway as soon as possible. Mr. Quickstep, I understand you probably need to set up your portal. Have you been able to anchor your portal somewhere here, or?
Yes, Mr. Oren was very helpful in that endeavor. So my gratitude.
Wonderful. In that case, I would perhaps recommend you disembark now and then join us through your portal when you are ready to join us. We will go ahead and get out to sea. Tala, would you go ahead and divvy up crew schedules? And Tala's like, absolutely, and starts like shouting orders, saying who's on night shift, who's on day shift, trying to get ducks in a row, more or less.
I appreciate that.
Did you have any more questions for me before we set out?
Was that to everybody or to Lakey specifically?
To everybody.
Okay. As soon as possible. Will that be within the day or starting bright and early tomorrow morning?
Within the hour.
Oh, damn. Very well. Understood.
So essentially, Mr. Quickstep has set up his portal here. Whenever you are able, you are welcome to come back through that portal, but it does mean at least Step would need to disembark now in order to create that link to it.
DeLacy kind of looks to Lakey and goes, is there any business we need to take care of back on land before this actually begins? It's been such a long couple of days. My head is spinning.
I mean, it doesn't really
Raising your
matter.
hand.
I can just go back to the doctor's office and route my portal there, and then we can just come back and go there whenever we want.
It's such a wild convenience. I really want to learn that.
I mean, we'll have time on the boat. I can probably teach you.
If it's not too much for an expenditure of your time, I'm proven to be not exactly a quick student, but if you ever find yourself with some downtime, I would appreciate it.
Of course.
Much obliged.
We should also probably pick up Saphira.
Do you think this has been enough
at some
time for her
point.
to have the space she needs?
I think regardless, we should pick up Saphira. I think
Agreed.
that's some things tend to truncate space.
Leave me behind.
I think
correct.
I think the actual her witnessing the actual transition of us leaving this place might jumpstart her own journey to have the visual to accompany and experience to accompany the metaphor.
External to me, internal. I think I'm with you on it.
Lakey has been quietly taking like one step towards the plank,
First
like
mate,
the game plank,
Valiant
And,
is still
just
kind of
very-
staring, waiting for questions. This middle-aged
Just
woman,
like-
half elf, dark hair, just kind of like, okay, I guess they don't have any questions, but I'm gonna stand here in case they do.
Is there first mate, is there anything that we should bring to prepare ourselves, or anything that would be a boon to have on board? Anything we should do for our own preparation for our first journey?
I recommend, if you do not have sea legs and you are worried about, potentially having seasickness, perhaps some tea, or stick or water with which to wash your mouth. If you do not drink salt water, it is bad for you. It will make you feel worse.
That much I knew. I just wanted to.
Noted.
I knew that much.
Understood.
I
And
would
is there
hope
any
so, but
particular?
occasionally it comes up.
I appreciate you treating us gently, although as if we know nothing, for we do in fact know nothing. As a side question, is there anything, any sort of treat or snack or luxury that the crew might enjoy for us to return with as a small sign of our gratitude?
You hear Nikolai, who's starting to like do up rigging, and chocolates are good.
My man.
One ear just does the cat radar dish. Lakey's expression outwardly doesn't change, but like, I hope he knows that he been heard. Like, that's.
I love that.
And the first mate tries not to
Amazing.
smile. There's a little bit of a quirk to her lips and says, "Mr. Quickstep, we are perfectly capable of buying our own luxuries. If you would like to spend your hard-earned coin on luxuries for us, you are certainly welcome to, but that is at your own discretion."
After spending a number of years working around people who exchange in contracts and contracted labor, it is easier to form a good working relationship if one's joys are met as well as one's needs.
Appreciate
I feel like
but our joy is getting back out to sea, so you've already brought us the greatest gift. We very much appreciate that.
We are happy to help.
As Lakey has begun speaking more, asking, the Lacy started inching towards the plank, like, I'm gonna take over. And there is a very real
Lakey-
part of him that debates calling out, Lakey, we going to what? Come on. He doesn't, but he thinks about it.
Lakey's
there is
other
one
ear
other
twitches back
thing
towards
you might
Stalacy, and he doesn't
consider.
quite know why.
He
The
can
first
detect
mate
the thought.
flags you down. real quick. The first mate flags you down and says, there is one other thing you might consider bringing. Earplugs may be helpful, especially in if you're staying over night on the ship, in case of sirens.
Oh, that's a good point.
That makes sense.
We do have a
I
singer, that is a preventative method, but perhaps some wax earplugs might be recommended.
I will take your word for that. Thank you for your expertise.
Of course.
Much
looks
obliged.
worried at isosceles, and he goes, "Do frogs have ears?"
Yeah, we have ears. They're the little holes right here. And he like puts a finger in
Bro,
one,
you
but it
live in
doesn't
this
go
body.
in this bulky.
To boop.
Boss like puts his hand on his head. He's like, "Oh, okay. I was just,
Yeah,
I
ours
knew
aren't
that. I was
as
just saying."
obvious as like mammals, Ours are kind of like
Like
in
he
here, which honestly, I don't understand why mammals have the big things around them anyway, but
Okay, I knew. I just wanted to see if you knew. Like I just wanted to make sure that
Oh,
you were
you were
good.
testing me. I see how it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boss is very unsure of himself. Not.
Oh, there's 2 of these on this ship now. Oh no. Oh no. And
Okay.
yeah, still slowly
You
inching
guys
towards
are
the plank.
Yeah, you guys are able to disembark as they get ready to set sail. For you guys to join whenever you're free.
Ooh. Yep.
You look a little pale, Doctor. You feeling all right? Don't tell me you're seasick already.
No, I figured I would be a little green if I was seasick. But I I'm just anticipating a hard conversation, and it's making me not on the inside.
I
Which
understand.
wait, this relationship is like 3 days old to me.
I understand that. Maybe when you have this conversation, you gently remind both yourself and your partner that the length of time is not necessarily for both of y'all. And I'm not gonna tell you what to do. What am I doing? But it's never bad to ask for grace.
I do
Be
appreciate your hard-earned wisdom, Mr. DeLacy, truly.
keep in mind you are the one with a partner and I am the solo flying bird, so grain of salt in all things.
Well, to your credit, I thought I was single 3 days ago, so
Anything more coming back to you? And I feel like this is like as walking is taking place. Not just staying in one spot. Has any more become evident, or is it still pretty blank before a certain point?
um well, the fire jarred a little bit loose as to how to stretch provisions or efforts in a mass casualty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but aside
I'm
from that, I can't say that a lot has come back to me.
well.
Not certain.
I also wasn't asking about the doctor inside of your brain. I was asking about memories of
See
you
that
know who.
Well, I'm afraid not.
Hey,
He's brand new
Briar.
to me.
Does he
Yes,
know
boss.
that?
I'd like to. I know I explained it at least once.
Hey, Briar. Boss is gonna raise his hand.
Yes, boss.
You know, when life gives you lemons and you see him putting something yellow into his backpack. No matter what happens, if it's tough, if it ends good, or if it ends bad, you always have your family here. We'll support you and we'll still love you.
Where do you keep getting these?
It was the lemon from earlier.
He knows. He saw you have it. He doesn't know where you got it.
Well, chips always have like lemons and oranges for scurvy.
And limes.
He doesn't know where you got this.
I appreciate that, boss. You wouldn't happen to have a spare lemon for the road, would you?
Boss looks like he's been waiting for you to ask him that, and he reaches into the bag and pulls out a lemon and just goes, "Here is a lemon porridge."
Thank you, boss. I will use it wisely.
Boss nods very seriously as if he's in the military and he's given you a mission.
DeLacy's just watching this with the most puzzled, confused face on, and is like, I don't know why he keeps reaching into that bag and keeps pulling out more fruit. I'm not gonna question it because it's just that odd, and I don't know if this is witchcraft or what. I'm not getting cursed, but it's still odd. And we don't act like this is normal.
You may have one or two or many lemons, and it's none of your business. I was kidding.
He's not saying a word. It's all face.
Of course,
Go forth
All
and be
right.
brave.
So you guys make your way. You guys make your way to the clinic, where like he can negotiate finding a corner out of the way where he can set up a portal to a ship.
Yeah.
Are we getting
Lacey
severe or
might-
are we doing this first? Sorry.
I was actually just about to say, DeLacy might offer to go grab Sphera if he can safely do so. I don't know if that's the case though. Mal, you okay?
Yes, I sneeze lots.
Okay.
Sorry. We could also see what
Also-
our dear dark elf friend wants to do.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
now that he's here.
Hello.
That's you.
Catch me up.
Hello.
What happened?
Welcome.
Are we on a
You
boat?
guys.
What's going on?
You were on a boat. You left to go set up Lakey's portal, but the boat's gonna start getting out to sea, and then you guys can join the boat whenever you feel up to it. In the meantime, you've gone back to the clinic, but if you wanted to do anything, I can backtrack to the boat if you wanted to interact with anyone in particular, because I know you were having internet troubles there.
I was making. I was making friends before, so I feel like I did what I came here to do. I bothered people, and that was really my goal.
Yeah.
So you were in
Heck
the
yeah.
little like mini mosh pit with Boston Isosceles going, Ralph,
Oh my god.
Ralph.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Oh man.
Teddy is also not as afraid of water as DeLacy, perhaps, but not cool with the ocean. That's to remind it's a video
Oh,
game. It's a video game. It's not a real ocean.
yeah, and of course the first mate, as you guys were leaving, was like, "Oh yeah, don't forget you might want earplugs in case of sirens." Which can't make you feel any better because you've seen Lawfrey.
Makes me feel something. Better ain't the word I'm looking for, though.
Feeling something.
Dread.
I don't know headphones existed in this world. I thought you just have to shove your ears full of
Just
cotton.
earplugs, which you can make earplugs out of like wax, so they're not necessarily like
Oh.
foam or anything like that, but you can
Anyone
still
got a
get wax
silence
earplugs.
spell?
Ooh, that would be a fun thing for the
I
bard
would
class.
I would pull up my my sheets for things, but I can't.
You're all good.
See if I can, because I know I can do minor runes, so maybe I can do some sort of like headphone rune. But wax also works. Simpler solutions usually the best.
Yeah.
I
But
could
you
see
guys are
Fox
in
potentially
the
too.
clinic now. What do you want to
Sorry.
do?
Right. So next step is to ask if Dr. Ziv is asleep or in his office. So Briar checks in at the front desk
Mm-hmm.
to get information.
Tilly's there. Tilly's chilling.
Hi, Tilly. Is is Ziv physically here, or has he gone elsewhere?
I mean, he's in the building. He's with a patient right now,
Okay.
and she kind of gives you this look like over her little spectacles, like I'm looking at you.
And Briar has this sigh of, yeah, I know.
Do you?
I just rolled a 5, so Lakey's just gonna say, Tilly, good. And completely not catch any of the vibes that are going on here at all. Question for you: is there a closet or a doorway or something that I could use to set up a portal to ship boat situation? Would that be okay?
Here?
Yeah.
Tilly
I
gives you
don't
this look of
really.
absolute incredulity.
Well, okay. I might have made some life choices earlier this week that means that I don't have a lot of doors in the city that I can use. So if I could borrow one of yours, that would be amazing.
She takes this deep sigh and says, "Let me see what I can do. Excuse me a minute." And she starts walking around trying to see if she can find a spare place that they haven't converted to either Ziv's bedroom, which was a storage closet previously, or a patient area. And is trying to find different areas for you to potentially set it up where like seawater wouldn't ruin everything.
Is the Shadows headquarters? Is that no more doors there? That's what they're
You
called,
could
right? Shadows.
hypothetically still set it up in the Shadows headquarters.
I don't. So, was that an out loud conversation?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, because like I can have this conversation because there are in-game thoughts about it, but I just need the prompt.
What if we use the Shadows doors?
Luigi
Says
just
Fox
looks
out loud.
around at the waiting room, which is empty, I hope.
It's pretty
Oh.
empty. They've got most of the people in rooms
What
at the
if
moment.
sorry? What if we use our secret friends? Or what if we use our friends?
How is that? You. Huh.
Sorry. That's a
Hey,
17.
here.
DeLacy's getting you by the scruff, like, come, we're with you, please.
I get all up into Lakey's ear to whisper.
That's fair. That's not hard to do. You could stand like 2.5 feet away; it'd be fine. Because despite the fact that they were a referral from our tailor friend,
Mhm.
I don't know if they're aware of her second job.
Hmm.
Her second job.
Her secret identity.
Right. That's what I'm. I don't. Yeah, we use. But if they're.
But
They
also, if we're bringing
not the
anyone
tailor.
from the boat back because they don't have a doctor, I figured bringing them directly to the doctor place is going to be the best plan.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's a great plan. If we can
And that
find, we
way,
got a supply closet or something.
I have one set up in my wardrobe at home, but well, usually, but there's no way that I can set that up now. There. But besides, maybe, if anybody from here wanted to go through the portal and come hang out, like, I don't know, on a nice, quiet night when there's like stars and moonlights and it's really romantic and stuff. Maybe. Looking straight at Briar, not even blinking. That's a thing that
And
you
Briar
could
is
do
nodding. He's nodding.
if
Yes.
you wanted.
I caught it.
We could
Thank
do
you.
that. Okay.
Tilly, who is now standing behind you, creeping up as silently as you would think a cat would. Tilly is behind you all of a sudden, says, yeah, or, maybe a day job. So maybe the night shift doesn't have to cover the day job.
And then, like, if there's any really delightful, hardworking receptionists and nurses who need a breather and would like to go sailing, they could come too. It'd be great. It'd be great for everyone.
Hypothetically, of course.
Agreed.
Slipper 20.
For a split second, Lakey looks like prey, and then it just goes away. But it's there just for a second. He's definitely a prey animal.
Lakey, I'm gonna
Briar's
say
soul
that
left
your
his body for
danger
a second.
sense definitely gets tripped a little bit by Tilly's presence in that conversation.
Oh, no, the
Just a smidge.
ears and the hair on the back of his neck, straight up.
And
All
let
of
me
it.
remind you, this person is like 3.5 feet tall, wearing a cute little pink and white nurse's uniform. Like,
That makes
Does
it
not
better.
matter.
well dressed. Her hair is nicely curled. She's got little like reading spectacles on. I believe she's a gnome, if I remember correctly. And is absolutely just like staring Briar down.
Yeah, he doesn't have to even look at her to know that his soul's about to catch on fire.
I think I found a little space for you to set up your portal, Mr. Quickstep.
Amazing.
Lakey, how would you prefer I address you?
You are welcome to call me Lakey.
Lakey, it
Thank
is.
you.
Very well. Why don't you follow me and I'll show you the cranny that I have available to you. And it is fairly
Gladly.
small, so I do apologize. She takes you literally to the smallest
I-
nook that you could possibly work
Please
with.
be a Coraline door. Please be a Coraline door.
No, it's not a Coraline door. It is.
Damn.
Children live in my house. Any space is amazing.
Okay. I want you to keep that in mind when I show you what I have. She takes you to what appears to be a small broom closet, where literally your portal, you will have to turn diagonally to get it to fit in this space.
You got this.
Logistics. It is much appreciated.
Your internet glitched and I caught the last half of that sentence.
I said, this will be absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for your brilliant logistics. It is much appreciated.
Great. And if the ship that you are going on starts to go under, I will be making you mop up all of the seawater because I'm not doing that.
No,
With
that
all
is
the respect in the world.
Nope.
Okay.
The tenant. We are the tenants. You are. This is ours. We need to keep the premises in good working order. It is understood.
Great. Here's the key, and she hands you a key to the closet and says, "Please don't lose the key either." Because I genuinely. Oh wait, no, we do know that does keys. Well, please don't do that because the Clapperger's kind of a busy dude, and to have him fix a storage closet.
If I lose it, if I lose it, I will replace it. Thank you. Understood.
Great. Thank you. And she heads back out the front desk. More passing glare at Briar.
Yes, Tilly, I'm a piece of shit. I understand.
Lakey takes a hot second to just do some breathing exercises and come back down from that paranoid hypervigilance state that you can get into when being faced with a predator, and then goes about starting to secure the portal.
While
Yeah,
Lakey is
your
doing
portal-
that, because we. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, my bad. I was going to say,
Yeah,
your portal, as soon as you set it up, connects to the room on the ship.
Perfect. Hooray.
Is it go get Saphira time?
that's what I was going to suggest. But it is also 9 o'clock.
Yeah, do we want to
Yes.
take our bathroom break and come back like 10-15 minutes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
All
please.
right. We will return, gang. See you back here in a little bit.
Sooner than you're ready for. See you soon.
See you.
Eh.
Not me just
Where
realizing
did
I forgot to
Saphira
unmute
go?
myself. Saphira stayed behind at the house.
Oh no.
And we are back. How's everybody doing?
Bro.
The chicken's dry.
Disappointing.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
And I don't have any barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's even sadder.
Do you have
That
ketchup
sucks.
and A1
Yeah,
sauce? Because you can mix
I'll
them together
survive,
and make a
though.
barbecue.
That's valid. I do not have A1 sauce
Disappointing. Okay.
either.
Do you have mustard
know.
and honey? Because you could
I
make
think
a
so,
honey
but
mustard
it's a
sauce.
it's a
Yeah, if you have,
spicy honey though.
Spicy honey mustard is delicious.
It is delicious. But that might be a bit much for me today. I
That's
do
fair.
appreciate the feedback.
All right. So you guys now have a portal set
I will
up.
keep that in mind for the next time.
You have a portal set up. You have a Saphira to go pick up. You have a conversation with a
Yes.
spouse. What do you guys want to do first? Do you want to go get Saphira, maybe?
Saphira.
I would like to go get Saphira.
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 She was on an adventure in a house.
Which, and I know they don't want us going in through the door because Saphira is still at Phil's. I'm trying to remember if there was a portal in the clinic to get to the Shadows warehouse to then get to Phil's, and I don't remember.
Yes, there is.
I don't remember
It'll
what
be
the
in
setup
The
was.
one that's
office.
in the wardrobe
Okay.
of Ziv's. Ziv's wardrobe has one in it that goes back to the Shadows HQ. And then Mina's is still set up between the Shadows headquarters and Philip's house.
Fabulous. So, Lacey would say, "Was that set up? Should we go retrieve a missing comrade?" He's trying not to say her name out loud.
Yes, comrade.
Fantastic. Mr. Quickstep,
All right,
do you need a
everyone, into
moment?
the back of the closet. Go. Post haste.
I never going back in there to a certain degree.
Okay, who all's going?
Do we have readily available access to that wardrobe?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to go into Ziv's room, which, hypothetically, Tilly can usher you in there and make it look official. Should you like to? Does
Fabulous.
everybody want to go, or does some of you guys want to stay behind? What are your thoughts there?
Briar's going to stay behind and be in Zev's office for when he inevitably has a minute.
Okay.
So lining up that shot
For
to
twang.
be executed.
DeLacy's definitely going through to retrieve our elf.
Okay. Then Briar will stay behind, and the rest of you guys can hop through the portal back to the Shadows, and then through the other portal right there in that same little room, right over to Phil's.
What a network.
Yeah, efficient.
Very.
Where does the
Like it.
Phil portal? What's the room look like that we enter?
It's Mina's bedroom in the basement. The one that you guys had set up.
There's no way to
previously.
knock first when you're going through a portal, is there?
No, but Mina has indicated, because I think you guys asked about that. Mina basically is just like, yeah, when I'm sleeping or when it's not appropriate, I just close it. I just take it down
Fantastic.
and set it back up again later. So if it's open, you're good to go.
And is it open? I realized
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
even
open.
ask.
Mina's at work right now,
Okay.
so she's just left it open for you guys to come and go as you please.
I wasn't gonna assume.
Let's go through for stuff. I'm just kidding. We shouldn't do that.
Says the rogue.
says the thief.
This is the thief. I would never.
That was the same energy as I would never ever make more than one.
I would never.
Precisely.
But through the portal and back into the house.
How much walking around and shouting for Saphira do we have to do before we find her?
I mean, I guess that
not very
depends on
much. If you're
Saphira.
shouting for her, she's gonna come out of her room. Like, if you're shouting for her, she's gonna come out of... Oh, you know what? Hold on. She's gonna hear something, but she does not hear that it's like her name. She hears shouting, so she's definitely gonna like she's in her room, just like she's been in her room like writing in her journal type. It's documenting things, so she's definitely gonna like hear shouting and investigate.
You see this trail of your friends coming up from Mina's room.
She is. Oh, I forgot what she's wearing. Yeah, a very like all the clothes are oversized. Don't fit her well, but you can tell she's doing her best.
Mhm.
She like oversized tunic, took like some edging and like made it like a belt and like tied it in the back to try to give some type of form. The pants are a little bit big on her. That's what you see coming out. Hair is wild.
Are you doing all right? I realize you've been here by yourself all day, but are you okay?
Um, for the most part, things did get a bit cattywampus on me, but
A bit what?
yeah, I
You feeling okay? You got some good rest? Have you eaten? You have food? You had water? Not salt water?
yes, I
Okay,
I
good.
was able to do all of that. Yes.
Okay, good. Are you feeling up to leaving the house, or you still need a minute?
Yeah, I I remembered something. And she's going to at that very moment expend 2 AP points and turn into a ferret.
Oh Jesus!
That what she remembered? Oh my god! I love ferrets.
Ferrets too.
To be clear, you turn into a
Pet
She's a cat.
ferret.
realistic,
Cat.
real-life ferret rather than a humanoid ferret. So you are probably, what, like a foot and a half
yes,
long?
a realistic.
I don't know how long ferrets normally
Yeah.
are. Maybe a foot and a
Well,
half feels about right, but maybe
I-
2.
Yeah.
They're about this, but they're always like in slinky form. But
Mhm.
also, may I pick up the
Okay,
ferret?
good.
May I pick up ferret? Boss wants to pick up the ferret.
Uh,
Did I say that?
I'm gonna skitter over to boss and do that little like thing that cats do and just like extend up.
Oh, boss is gonna put his fucking hands underneath the arms and just scoop you up and like hold you like baby.
Oh,
Aww.
I love ferrets. They're so dumb and wiggly.
Very much.
The stinky babies.
She's just
Stinky
gonna
babies.
jitter.
Listen, they have a place in my heart always. Boss like
Yeah.
didn't even question it, didn't even blink, was just ready for like must touch ferret.
Must pet ferret.
Must head,
Must
must
touch
handle ferret.
Handle ferret.
That's not ferret. That's a person.
That is a hell of a thing to remember that you can do. It's been a strange day.
Well, I guess you could say she can't weasel her way out of this one.
All right, okay. He's pinching the bridge of his nose. Just all right, okay.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
This
I almost
little
choked on
ferret
my-
clap.
With the little paws.
Don't encourage him. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't.
She's had a very successful day. She learned something. She remembered something.
Boss is gonna let Saphira do the ferret thing where they like go around your shoulders.
Yes.
Oh.
The best.
Ferret stole. You stole a ferret.
They're just the best.
I will not throw my
I stole
glasses. I
away.
will not throw my glasses.
So wait,
I'm
is
done.
this something you do or is it a family thing?
she's gonna skitter down and like transform back, and she's like, no, it's something I can do. I didn't use it very often.
That's so cool. Bosses just gets really starry-eyed.
And she's gonna also look at Fox, and because it's Briar's the only one not here, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Okay. She's gonna look at Fox
also Morgan's with you.
and Boss and be like, so when we have a moment, I think we need to call a book club meeting. I have learned some information that I think is relevant.
Mm,
I might need to share.
interesting. Would love a book club meeting.
Just a book club meeting, go over some things.
Book club.
Maybe once Briar can join us.
Mhm.
I see.
Boss leans in. He goes, Can you talk as a ferret too, or just only when you're in human form?
No,
Gotta know.
I can't speak any languages, and I can't cast any other spells while I'm in an animal form.
Okay. So you just make ferret noises as a ferret.
Yes. Well, whatever animal I turn,
Ferret
I
noise.
can turn into a variety of animals.
Mhm.
Shut the front door. I didn't mean to curse. That's really cool. Holy holy.
Gee whiz.
The gee willikers.
Stop it.
Holy cannoli.
Bunch of potty mouths in this house.
Are you buttering my biscuit right now?
Gross, Pop.
Telling me a shrimp fried this price?
Mr. Quickstep, we already need a few supplies, are we not? For this voyage?
I was thinking that exactly. Let's go. We'll see you all later. Enjoy your book club. I just turns and leaves.
It follows.
Yeah, how are our NPCs feeling about this blatant calling of a book club meeting
A cult.
now that you
They're
two
getting
are
bold.
alone?
Something's about to go down.
Well, I mean, between that and people being really excited to turn into animals, and then turn out of being animals without continuing to endure the situations that the people who are always animals have to deal with, feels weird.
I mean, to be
All of that
fair,
is bad. None of that is good.
people that are animals can also turn into animals at will, who are of the naturalist persuasion.
Oh, a big ferret could turn into a
Hypothetically,
lame
To a
ferret.
feral
Is what I'm
ferret.
going to call them
And-
now.
rabbit squared.
And that's all well and good. But right now, everything is bad.
Right
So
now,
none of it's going to be
everything's bad.
taken well.
It's all
all
red
bad.
flags.
Everything's bad. All red flags.
All the red flags.
We don't have Briar, but do we want to hold a mini book club and report back to Briar? Or should we go? Briar seemed occupied.
We can definitely let him know later if you'd like to meet now.
Wow, it's whatever folks think.
I'm kind
But-
of curious.
I'm so curious.
Saphira's gonna walk back into her bedroom and just expects them to follow her.
Following. Busting out the
Following.
notes.
Um.
My quill.
So while I was here today, I encountered something interesting in that there was an NPC that at least I saw die right after we went through the portal after the festival in the warehouse, and people definitely mourned this NPC dying. But when I walked downstairs and into the kitchen, they were sitting at the table, alive, with no
Right.
memory of the death and also altered memories, as in they never died because they were never actually at the fight. And other NPCs also are stating that they weren't there and that they never died. But as a player character that was there that mourned this death, he remembers that person being there and dying. So I'm confused.
That's
That's
super
weird.
confusing. Are you gonna tell us who this NPC was, or not
I
so
don't
much?
I don't remember who all was there
You
Hmm.
guys were
when we
all
went
there.
through the portal,
When
like
you
which
guys
players
initially
were
had
there.
jumped through that portal, you saw an NPC that was a wizard take an arrow to the chest and die on the floor of the Shadows warehouse, like immediately. It's that NPC.
Okay. So I think Morgan was the only one that wasn't there. Because Morgan didn't go through the portal.
Right.
Correct.
Morgan was not there. Lakey also was not there.
Okay.
But Lakey did kind of
Yeah,
interact
Lakey was not there.
with the body later on. I don't know if you guys were aware of that, but Lakey did at least acknowledge
Mhm.
that loss.
Mhm. And he was just sitting at the table, cool as
Eating
cucumbers.
sandwich.
And
Happy as a lark.
how are other folks who were mourning him reacting to him, who are maybe not player characters?
According to the player character that I met, they don't know that he died. They're claiming that he was somewhere else that day. He wasn't at the festival or wasn't involved in the fighting.
So everyone's memory was rewritten, not just the character.
Yeah. But like player characters remember the death.
Right, because we got our thing going on.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
said, cattywampus.
I don't like the idea. I don't like it.
Wait a second. Oh gosh. Maybe that was a character that wasn't supposed to die or an event that wasn't supposed to happen.
Maybe. Hmm.
Could it also be that there are multiple cutscenes? Multiple things that could happen depending on which way the quest goes?
Could be. Yeah, I mean, in most video games that aren't this one, if a character NPC dies, like in World of Warcraft, he's still available for other characters, I would assume and think. But I would think in this game that if a character died, a character would die. But I guess maybe not.
It's so freaky.
That
I
is
wonder if that
strange.
code was there before the event happened or if there's people from the outside that can still affect things in the game.
Ooh, if
In that
that's
case, they should
true,
respond back to us.
exactly. If they're still able to affect things in this game and they aren't pulling us out, oh, I'm kicking somebody's ass.
But I at least felt it necessary to inform you of all this.
Much appreciated.
No, that's super important. I feel like, huh. Oh, jeez.
I'll keep an eye out for
Oh,
the
gosh.
undead.
Oh dear. If that's the same for NPCs, I wonder what will happen with enemies.
Hmm. That's true. I don't know if have we killed anybody? We haven't.
Mm-mm.
Have we? No.
You guys are very
Okay.
fight avoidant. You haven't
What
gotten
if we
into many
do
fights.
and then
Only allegedly killed somebody. We're
like, could
getting
you
blamed
imagine
for
like
death, but
Yeah,
not actually
That's true.
committing them.
You did not. You did not kill the guards of the tent where Lawfrey was being held, but you are being blamed for the deaths of those. Or the shadows are, to be clear. But you guys are technically part of the
Mhm.
shadows, so.
Mm-hmm. Wild. But those guards probably are just. Wait. So. Weird. But
If it's
everyone still
happening,
remembers the attack that happened.
yes, they still remember the attack happening, but people that we knew were there that are NPCs are now saying that they were not there. Particularly the wizard that died in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
people who happen to know him are stating
Her.
that
The ferret
it
was a
wasn't
girl.
part of the fight. Her. Excuse me, thank you. They were saying she was not part of the fighting. She was elsewhere.
yeah, what if the dev didn't like how it was handled and their event didn't play out the way they wanted it to? Is that why they got us stuck here? He's just conspiracy brain.
It also brings up concerns about what would happen if Lakey or DeLacy died.
Well, I guess it makes me feel more comfortable. Well, they would respawn, I guess. With altered memories, though.
But we
Yeah,
would all
would they
remember it.
remember us or just not the event?
True.
Mhm.
How
Lakey
would
already
you
doesn't
react?
trust nobody.
But also think of how you would react if they died, came back, and had no recollection of the death, but you remember that death. How would you look at them differently?
Well, video game character.
I would have to call my therapist.
Saphira, what was the name of your cousin who works here?
Hold on,
Caleb.
because I surely forgot in that moment.
Caleb.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Caleb. First and
Caleb.
last name, and maybe his birthday.
What star sign were they born under?
I don't remember birthday, but definitely. Hold on.
Teddy wants to try one more time. I know he tried before, of like getting into the back end coding in a command panel through the text chat does have access to
Yeah.
somehow.
Give me
Can
a
I roll
roll.
to attempt that?
Yeah. Give me a roll with advantage.
All right. Ooh! I'm using my pink die,
Pink.
my pussy pink die.
Pink die, pink die, pink die.
Okay, 12 for the first one. Come on, pink dice. And then a 6 for the second one.
Okay.
Not great.
I think you discover a way that like you get a command that comes up that like does something different than the last time you did, and you're like, okay, I'm on the right path. But I don't think you've gotten into like the code of it exactly. You've just started getting closer.
Right. If I could just find some admin sign in and then try to guess Caleb's password.
His last name is the same as Rachel, so it would be McLeod.
And I don't think you ever gave me his birthday because that didn't come
It
up.
would be like
I did not have. I don't think I
Gonna
even
make
picked
up one.
date.
I could Fox trying the password like that scene in Family Guy where he's trying to get Lois's number. He goes 111 Nope. 111
Teddy, you do know where to find
I was thinking of the
Dev.
scene in. Huh?
You do know where to find a Dev.
Oh yeah, that one lady. I don't trust her.
No. That was a mod.
Oh wait, what was her name?
Oh shoot, what was her name? I'll look it up in a minute.
Oh, the tiefling?
Yeah, the tiefling. That I believe the mod told you that there was a tiefling working at the, basically the love temple, the temple of love and relationships.
We gotta go to the love temple. For professional reasons. Listen, I gotta tell you guys something. Since we're all sharing
Okay.
information. Actually, I don't know if I told you guys this. In one of the breaks, I may have done some snooping. Just because, I'm a big fan. I would love to meet some of the folks who designed the game. And I happened to find an office door that was unlocked. And I saw one of the devs' characters. It was a tiefling. Do I remember the name?
Yeah, you do. You know it's Caleb. It was on the desk on a placard.
It was, oh yeah, right. It was Caleb. Okay, oh yeah. And that was Caleb's character.
Of course he went as a tiefling.
Wait,
It was like a blue
guys,
tiefling, right?
hold up. You went snooping. I thought you were talking about the game, but you made it sound like you were snooping around IRL.
IRL.
What? When did you do that?
The last time we had a break.
Oh, you didn't get caught?
Not yet.
And that's all the information you found?
I know. I got nervous. He didn't leave any passwords on sticky notes or anything. Bummer.
Ah, dang. First thing I would have asked you to if you remember.
If only IRL were
went.
like a video game.
I don't know if I can be mad at that. I mean, that is helpful, and you did sneak in without being caught.
And now I know where he is. So if we wanted to go bother your cousin Caleb, we absolutely could.
I feel like you went to bother him.
Seeing as how he has not responded to a single message that I have sent him, of course I do. And she gets this look on her face where you're like, she could either tear him apart or she just it's that mischievous like, oh, I'm either going to embarrass him or I'm going to rip him to shreds.
Plotting.
Plotting. Scheming.
Yeah. While you guys are plotting and scheming, I'm gonna flash over to Briar, who is waiting in Ziv's office, patiently. It's been a little bit, maybe like 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna say, since the rest of your party continued on. And you hear footsteps coming, and the door opens. He doesn't step through immediately. You hear a deep sigh, and then he walks through. He comes in. He looks super pale.
And of course, there's a profound guilt in Briar. But he does come off of the section of wall that he was leaning on to approach Ziv. I'm made it back.
How did it go?
There's going to be a portal set up, so I'll be able to come back here rather easily. So there's no long period of separation. And I could come here during the day as needed.
So for your
That's
regular
that on
9 to 5, or
if you'll have me.
I would welcome your presence at any point.
Good.
Lemon of courage. Lemon of courage.
So he's probably reaching into his pocket to squeeze that lemon for that little bit of grounding.
Ziv goes and like sits down on the bed and kind of like reaches back to pop his back. He just looks wicked tired.
Would you like me to pull on your neck or anything?
I mean, I wouldn't say
Help
no.
crack your bones is what I'm... So, as a peace offering, I will rub your back for you. How's that?
Honestly, that sounds amazing right now.
Okay. On your belly. Let's go.
Immediately flops over, and he goes, "Oh god, this is a mistake." He's not referring to letting you rub his back, to be clear. It's more of the, oh, I have to wake up again after this.
The, oh, I may not be able to get up after this.
Mm-hmm.
So to avoid scratching him, because, you know, he has perma claws out, he's going to rub with his knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
And the sides of his thumbs along the spine, you know, try to get those knots out. It's also was offered to me that I could serve as the ship's doctor temporarily, but I could make that work between here and there, depending on emergency. And if needed, I could probably bring a patient through the portal to be treated here and then return to the ship later, if that is permissible. This is your clinic. I would rather it be run by you first.
He kind of sighs a little bit and says, "They probably pay better. Do you want to take this other opportunity over being here?"
I would rather not choose at the moment. I don't want to inconvenience you. And Tilly definitely visually voiced her displeasure with me today.
He kind of laughs at that.
She didn't
She's
vocally express
she's very
herself.
opinionated.
But she has that glare. And I did leave you rather emotionally distressed this morning. And that was lack of communication on my end. I acknowledge that. I'm I'm trying to be better.
If it makes you feel any better, Tilly used to
It just
hate and distrust me.
oh, she was a what's-its before you, right? I don't know how many ears are in this room.
Oh, the door's closed. I mean, but the portal's always there.
So she was a shadow before you were,
Yeah.
right?
She. Well, I guess technically it was the alchemist across the plaza, as it were, who started to identify certain symptoms from certain patients that were snacked upon, shall we say, ethically. And my consumption of stamina potions was a little bit higher than your average doctor to make up for the healing that I then had to do after snacking, and memory removal I had to do after snacking, so that it didn't affect them in any way. So Tilly was my initial blackmailer for the shadows. Mostly they just needed a doctor.
She has that vibe.
Yeah, no, Tilly's pretty sharp, in a lot of ways.
She'd be a decent pirate.
She was convinced that I was going to eat everybody in the shadows, so she'll warm up to you. I lost all of your volume, Haze. Oh, I hear you now.
Hello?
I hear you now.
Hello. Okay. I misplaced my mint phones, so I had to go by the old ones.
Oh.
This is why. Okay. So, is there like a baked sweet I could possibly offer Tilly so she doesn't, like, scalp me with her eyes next time?
He definitely chuckles a little bit. Says,
Could I bribe her?
She does seem to enjoy muffins. Just gotta keep them away from the other
flavor?
shadows. They also enjoy muffins. Just, be careful.
Noted. Noted. I can make a mean berry muffin.
Yeah, you can.
Though...
Not that I can eat them anymore.
At least I think I can. Maybe I can figure out like a blood bread for you? Maybe.
No, mostly I have to stick with the good stuff.
Liquid only, got it.
Usually when people talk about a liquid diet, that's not typically what they mean.
Well, it's easier to state in your case. Also, you're more than welcome to come onto the ship as well if you needed a I don't know, a reprieve, a break, or a breathing space that happens to be at night. I know a ship doesn't offer a lot of shade.
It's been a long time since I've been on a ship. Maybe. I'll think about it. Night shift is, of course, when I'm supposed to be working, so...
Right. How are your shoulders, by the way?
They feel better. Thank you.
Do you, I'm not sure how thick my skin is, but do you need, He's starting to blush really hard and is very glad Zevran can't see him right now. Not Zevran. Sorry.
Similar name.
Wrong game.
Ziv, I think Ziv
Yes.
rolls over a little bit to look at you a little bit better. I was just like, you're turning very red.
Very rusty red, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, are
My goodness, Doctor.
Are you hungry? I am. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
I could eat if that is your question. But I could always eat. Typically, I need to eat about once every 24 hours, so I've still got time left. Because, you know, Philip fed me yesterday. And we do have a running feeding docket with the shadows. I assume you guys probably haven't been added to it yet, and that's usually based on who's willing. Mina's not on that list. She's a little scared of me. It's not personal though. It doesn't seem to be about the vampirism and more about the doctor thing, given her medical history.
What kind of medical history?
Oh, she's a survivor of the Red Plague.
Oh.
You have no idea what the Red Plague is.
Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely don't, but, you know, the word plague kind of helps explain.
She may also be kind of skittish around you. The way I understand it, she was put into a magical coma, woke up and her family was gone.
That's traumatizing.
She was fairly young, too, so... and the recovery process for the Red Plague, as you know, is harsh and long, so... tough times. But anyway, you had asked if I wanted to bite you, and turned very red.
Yes, I did.
Would you like me to bite you?
I mean, since I offered, it would be rude to retract it, I think.
I see a fan. 2 fans. Ziv kind of sits up, and then kind of groans sitting up, like, oh god, I have to move. And walks over to the door, locks it, because he doesn't want, like, a patient or Tilly or something like that walking in and somebody outside seeing, because obviously his vampirism is not public knowledge. And then comes back and sits on the bed and says, typically,
Valid.
you know, I recommend people sit on my lap. But however this would be most comfortable for you.
We're roughly the same size. Yeah, I can sit on your lap. That's fine.
Do you want something to, I don't know, typically I would
Anchor myself with?
suggest something to grab. It's not a comfortable thing.
He's glancing around the room. The only thing he can think of is hair, but that may not be appropriate.
Yeah, how red is Briar's face right now?
How about... I'd say we're going into, like, fire red.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it's just orange, it's straight as red.
Mm-hmm.
His blue eye looks very, very bright in comparison.
That contrast.
That contrast, yes. So how about I lay on the cot and I could just grip the edges and you just, lean over me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
good plan.
You just gotta promise you're not gonna kick me. It's happened before.
I will do my best.
Okay. And he lets you
That's the only guarantee I can
get
give
into
you.
a comfortable position and leans over you.
Kick him.
Briar, roll me a d20 real quick with disadvantage.
Kick him. Kick him.
So disadvantage, I roll twice and get the lower
The
number.
lower of the two.
Mm-hmm.
17 versus 13.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. You feel him break your skin, which is a little bit thicker than like your standard human skin, just because you're an Arik and not human. So it's a longer process for him to break the skin, and it is a lancing pain. It is extremely sharp. But once he actually starts drinking, it kind of tapers off a little bit. It's not as painful. It's like having two very large needles shoved into your skin at the same time in a place that isn't necessarily the most comfortable.
Ashley has probably had a couple vaccine shots that may have felt like that.
Or I don't know, tattoos.
Or a tattoo on the scapula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, this is like a tattoo. This is fine.
But yeah,
Ziv, one like that in a tattoo.
Ziv does not take a ton of blood out of you. Obviously, he knows how to pace himself, and drinks his fill for what would be a normal serving, and backs off and looks down at you and says, "Are you okay?"
I'm good.
I know it's not comfortable. You don't have to lie to me.
It's not the worst pain. So should I roll again to see if I can set up?
Sure, if you want to.
That's a 9.
You go to sit up and feel woozy for a second.
So there's probably a moment of bracing.
Mm-hmm. You could
On the,
either
on the cot.
as your tough choice for the roll, you could either lay back down again and give yourself a little time to figure your life out,
Adjust.
or you could stand up and be a little wobbly on your feet.
I'm gonna elect to remain prone for the moment. At least to get my sea legs, as it were. Land legs? Yes, land legs.
Okay. Ziv kind of stares down at you in size, but he smiles a little bit. And you can still see a little bit of your blood in his mouth from drinking. And says,
So there's a glance upward.
yeah.
No. Red's a good look on you.
His face instantly super red. Listen, I listen, Briar. I need to get back to work, but I can make you maybe some food if you're sticking around, or see if maybe there's some fruit in the shadows somewhere. Sometimes they keep spare fruit, unless you think you can do that on your own.
I can pay the shadows a visit after this.
Okay. Well, I should get back to it, but whenever you're ready to come back to work, just give a holler, I guess. Show up for work tomorrow.
I will do that.
Okay. And with that, watchers, we do actually need to end the session because we have a couple people who need to go to bed. I was trying to finish out the scene, but Ziv is gonna go ahead and leave the office, leave you just laying on the cot. The rest of our players are in different places, and we will come back to this setting in 2 weeks and Monster Hunters next week. All right.
Yeah, some juice and crackers. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I hope
Little
you
ice
guys
pack.
have a great night, and we will see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.